You like gripping dingers and popping wheelies? Go to lsnash.com. We're giving away this 1,000 horsepower turbo LSG body. Every dollar you spend is an entry to win. .94mm turbo. Forged LS Holley EFI Power Glide transmission. This thing is bad to the bone and can be yours if you go over to lsnasty.com.
4 seats and a big ass trunk for all your friends. This thing's a true muffin cap peeler. It's the highest horsepower car we have ever given away. Double B blocks, check. Forged LS, check. 1,000 horsepower, oh yeah. QA1 suspension, you bet. You can take this thing, put all your friends in it, go cruise around because it is a true, real deal street car. Or you go to the track and bust them out.
Go to lsnasty.com, check out all of our brand new merchandise. We got hats, shirts, stickers, socks, key tags, posters, you name it, we got it. And every dollar you spend is an entry to win. lsnasty.com or the first link in the description below. Go and get entered.
Hey, we got another new Edge about to ready to crank up with a crooked ass exhaust. Woo! Let's let that go. Burn it.
We should drive it to the parts store to get an oil pressure sensor. Our maiden voyage. Got the bumper on. We're going to take it around the block real quick. Got 2 seats in there. We got a stick and back seat delete in there. Input output module. Matt's been wiring on it all day today.
Oh my God. I am never gonna financially recover from this.
Alright guys, it is Saturday night, like 10 o'clock. Was hoping to bring you guys a much better video than what we're talking about now. I tried to throw the towel in on the entire operation. I tried to quit. Matt told me I can't. Right?
Nope.
I was done. I was ready to sell everything and start playing golf again.
Then he's like, oh wait, I suck at golf now.
No, I don't. I'm still good at golf, actually. Matt's about to take this oil pressure sensor out with a damn half-inch impact. Just like a quick rundown of what we got going on here. We're trying to get Hank done. You guys have said, why don't you just focus on one and get it done? So that's what we did. We focused on this, got it done. We got David's car all up and running, trans brake working. Matt and David worked on that, rewiring some things. We got a new hood on David's car, anti-roll bar, travel limiters, new brake line, ready to go to the track. CO2 boost control. We got brown sugar. We fixed so much stuff on brown sugar. Put a new crank sensor in today. Fixed more wiring on it. Drove it around a bunch. Everything's good to go. This guy here, Hank, had a bad oil pressure sensor, so we just haven't been using the oil pressure at all. Yeah, it's been fine. So we knew we had to get that done today, and then we were going to take it out for a cruise. Matt and I got in the car, sat in there. Really, kind of the first time we're like, "Hey, we're gonna take it around the block," and it was making like this weird noise, almost like knocking, but like way more high pitch. Wouldn't you agree with that?
Yeah, something it wasn't supposed to be making.
Yeah. So we put it up on the lift. This is the only car I've ever had issues with starters on a LS. I never have to shim them. You just bolt them up and they work. This flex plate is like missing teeth left and right now. I've been through 2 starters on it already. We got a 3rd starter, which we're going to try. If this starter don't work, then it's just the flex plate, which I don't know why it's a TCI flex plate. I've run these a bunch. Not my first choice. I prefer the ATI ones, but they seem to work all right. The Mazir is the end-all be-all, but the ATI is definitely better than the TCI. But this has just got TCI in it. So we got some wiring done on this today. Matt wired up the CO2 boost controller, wired up a converter charge pressure. What else you wire up?
Also, dome pressure.
What
added the input-output module.
Added IO module because we are running a Holley Terminator on this, so we're going to be able to do rear shock travel as well. What else do you want to do on this? I think that's it. Oh,
put the seat in it.
We're going to do rear shock travel, and we're going to do air shifter. Right? That's the last 2.
Drive shaft speed.
And drive shaft speed. So the last 3, we'll do that at a later date.
Pull up on that line.
For those of you guys that are bitching about my content, saying my content sucks, I've been doing the same content this whole time.
Wait, they've been saying that?
Not just one guy was in the comment section, just like your
guy.
content. See, here's my argument. If you're gonna tell me my content sucks, and I say, well, what is making it bad, and
your wife's cooking sucks.
No,
next time I'm over there, I'm just gonna have to tell her that.
I say, which I feel like is a very reasonable response, like, what makes it bad, and what could I do to improve it? Because obviously, I'm game for some constructive criticism, and I want to do the best I can do and make sure everyone's pleased. You know, I really make the YouTube videos for myself. I think it's fun to capture the journey from where we started to where we are now. Obviously, the past month we spent a lot of time working and not a lot of time racing, but we're going to make up for that here shortly. But if you comment, say, hey man, your content sucks, and I go, well, what would make my content better? If you can't give me anything and you can't explain to me why my content sucks, other than saying my content sucks, you lose some credibility in my book. All right, we got, I found a starter off of Chris's vet. We put that on there. I don't know if that starter's the same as an LS starter. We got our converter charge pressure. We put the converter back up there. Converter pullout's good. Flex plate has some slight damage on it.
It's an Alabama plate.
Alabama. It's missing some teeth. Missing some teeth. God damn. I got another MSD starter there. I'm starting to think it's not the starter, like, cause like all the LS, I've never had any issues with the LS starter.
Yeah, no, LS. I mean, some small block Ford stuff, some small block Chevy stuff. You got to shim it and everything. We checked it. I did check it with the clearance between the starter gear and the flex plate, and everything looked good, but it just sounds like holy hell. So I really doubt the block is machined wrong. I'm thinking it's probably something with the flex plate.
Yeah, but this starter looks a little bit different. That's closer.
Yeah, it's totally different. This one's like a Hitachi style starter with a like a billet plate. The other ones are like LS starters that are just kind of.
So it's more badass.
I mean, the Hitachi, that's a Hitachi diesel starter. Almost all starters are based off those cores. I'm not gonna let it all the way down. I'll turn the battery on. We can reach in there.
God, it's gonna sound like hell. Here, you hold this. We'll see what happens when we bump it the first time. It's either gonna sound like absolute hell, or it's gonna sound somewhat decent, or my concern is it's too close.
No, I mean, it's not too close.
All right, you want me to bump it?
Yeah.
Starter smoke. Hey John, your content sucks. Well, if my starter worked, I wouldn't have to make this video.
Don't even get me started. We're not in the core mode yet.
All right, you ready?
Hit it. Let's hear it.
It doesn't sound good.
No, it doesn't. But it's already messed up, so it's okay. Just go ahead and crank it. Is it in park? Yeah.
How's it sound up there, David?
Slightly squealy.
Yeah, what the hell is that? That converter?
That belt right there.
Oh, is it spinning? Our belt, it's like a drag car. It needs to burn out to get some traction.
Yeah, it's like once you put it in gear earlier, it's when it stopped.
Fired up. Ready? Yep.
All right, our maiden voyage. Let's hope it starts. Dude.
That's what I'm talking about. Oh, Matt's truck hates
Every
turbo
listen,
LS.
every twin turbo car I've ever driven, you have to like give it hell in a burnout. I was like, hey man, I'm just gonna foot brake it, so like I barely rolled in like 15%
Look at the
throttle.
marks. Dark as hell.
Dude, 15% throttle, it's just like knocking the tires off. This thing, you could tell this thing's gonna fly.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be.
How much boost did it make? How's it sound?
It sounded great.
You hear any turbo noises?
A little bit.
A little bit. It's not even trying.
Dude,
this motor's a
yeah,
man.
No, it is.
We've had no oil pressure this entire time, and I was very concerned that. We
just
didn't
know what it
vlog
was.
it.
Yeah.
30% throttle.
So I thought you were just gonna get it up on the
Much
chip.
boost. 3 pounds.
Yeah, 5 pounds.
5 pounds, dude. That thing is gnarly.
Wow.
That thing is gnarly.
100 pounds of oil pressure.
We did it. We did it with a melon oil pump. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's real good. Let's see what the
Dude, this thing's rowdy. Apologize to the neighbors. Last couple nights have been rough for them.
That'd be alright.
check our converter pressure, make sure we're not having any kind of issues there.
This, I don't have high hopes for this converter. Right off the rip.
Worked right there.
Yeah, but it's super loose, like especially when you hit the gear change, it like has no RPM drop.
Yeah, it's like 90, so we're good. Yeah, it's like a 9-inch converter.
Pete at Circle D, expedite me a converter for a badass car. That's what we need, honestly.
Yeah,
We need one.
1800 horsepower converter.
Yeah.
Well together, just nail it first time.
Yeah. No, for real. I thought it was cops.
No.
How, dude? This thing is like a lot louder than like my other cars.
Sounds good.
Oh, it sounds good.
Sounds real good.
healthy. Feels like it, just driving right there. It feels like it runs good.
Oh yeah, I'm excited, dude. This thing, plus it looks badass.
Oh, dude, it looks great.
God, you know what tomorrow means?
What? We just drive it around.
Yeah, we'll just hook some brake lights up.